Wow! Wow!
I mean, you're right. Ninja. Hell nah.
Nice.
Too easy.
I am super excited for this video. I don't think you guys understand. When I started using High-Minded and I made a video with High-Minded, one of the biggest things for me was the fact that externals were getting more popular. If there's one thing I'd want to do as a content creator, especially when it comes to keeping my community safe in terms of bans, it is definitely externals. That's why personally my own projects, Lethality and Cartel, are both going to be external cheats for CS2, and internals are always going to be iffy. Obviously you have things like Anuria, but I'm not going to go off board here. Honestly think that externals are the future. I said that in my last video using an external, and today we're checking out a private external known as oxide.wtf.
Hard drive loaded up, lost, double encoded, what? Zip up all your drinks.
Before I hop into this video, I want to give a huge shout out to all my supporters, as we did just hit 717 members on this channel. We've hit 800 before, but I can feel that 1,000 coming in. I just want to say that configs available for every single cheat on this channel are available to all members of the 99 cent category and above. We are currently giving away 2 skins at the very moment for members only. That includes a pair of gloves that you can see on screen, as well as this AK headshot. We have another giveaway coming up soon, and I'm trying to give away to my members as much as possible because you guys are the reason that I can do this and make money doing it, and be able to come up with some dope video quality for you guys. So anyways, let's hop into Oxide and the reason I think I found my favorite CSGO cheat. So hopping right into the showcase and review, the first thing I want to say is one of these is going to be needed. It might not go into focus because my focusing is up here, but if I do this, there you go. You're going to either need this or USB. Whatever you're using just has to be a FAT32 drive, such as this micro USB. Or micro SD. We're going to put that bad boy in, and we'll see you on the other side of the computer. Plug that bad boy in, and there you go. So on screen is the Oxide loader. Now I've gone through and made sure that throughout all of my research, I know that I cannot show the forums or any kind of content that is not viewable on the forums without a premium account. I might be breaking that rule right here when I tell you, because I know a lot of people are going to be interested. When you do get invited to Oxide, you have 48 hours or 2 days to buy your first sub or your account gets deleted. I did put something on screen there that I might get banned for. I did as much blurring as possible, but I wanted you guys to see the facts, just so if you do get invited to Oxide, you will not screw yourself in getting banned. Now, before I get ahead of myself, I do want to also mention that the prices for Oxide, if you do get invited, is €10 for a month and 3 months for €25. So you do get that $5 discount. By the way, I love the Oxide logo. It's so cool. And I am going to be blurring a bunch from here, but I just wanted to show you guys the process of injecting because it's very much like High-Minded. So basically what I'm seeing here is just the hack version, the client version, the subscription expiration date, as well as the status and a load button. I really can't go into further detail or show you the exact thing, but that's what you get in the loader in terms of quality. Again, it doesn't say anywhere on the website in the rules. Trust me, I went through them. I know all the TOS right now, fresh in my mind, but I still don't want to take the risk just in case, even though it wasn't written there. It's something that the admins prefer. So either way, I'm going to hit load here. And what it's going to do is get ready to load, and we're good to go. Generally, you would pick a process you're going to want to inject to, but you don't have to do that right now because I have already done that. The next step is going to be opening Steam. Once you have Steam open, you're going to log into CSGO. And yes, I'm logging into my main account with the giveaway skins on it. That's how much I trust this cheat. So currently we're just waiting for CSGO to open up. It's going to give a audible beep when it has injected. But yeah, I'm not joking. I didn't launch with Dash Insecure, and I purposely didn't want to edit this so that you guys know that I do trust this. We used it on stream. Not like I really have to lie about using Oxide on my main, considering we did a whole stream with it. That's what that intro was. But either way, we have CSGO opening up here. And again, I'm going to talk all the way through this so that you guys see that there's no like insecure mode pop up, because the insecure doesn't exist. Again, we are SMFC on the main account. We actually did rank this up on stream using Oxide. And of course, in the inventory, you guys can see the headshot we're giving away, as well as the Bloodhound gloves we're giving away. Very nice. As well as the Moto Gloves Commando that we're giving away. The Commando Company. Now, I will say very quickly, I am just going to turn off my face cam so you can see the radar. Actually, you know what? I'll move it for the rest of this video. So there you go. It's moved. You can see the radar. By the way, also, if you Alt-Tab out, it does stop rendering, obviously, which is pretty cool. Now, this is an external cheat, so I am using monitor capture to capture this gameplay. It is not visible in game capture or window capture, which is really cool because, obviously, it's drawing an overlay over the game, but not in the game process, so to speak. So this is my config currently set up. We have health here. We have the weapon in hand, and we have, I think this is what side they're on or if they have armor. I'm not 100% sure. I believe it is armor though. We have our radar on the left, and it'll tell you if someone is flashed or diffusing, etc. And I can show off my aimbot settings really quickly. Don't worry, we're going to get into configs, and it's one of the coolest things about this external. And I honestly love the staff at Oxide so much for doing this, because if High-Minded had this, totally different level. Also, want to really shout out the fact that the ESP options in this cheat are insane when it comes to customizability. There's so much for an external cheat. It's amazing. The only thing I don't like is there is no viz check, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, and they have a head dot. So here's my my AK setup. Honestly, love the AK setup. It's pretty good. Pistols I could work on a little bit, as I do use a very small, like 0.5, 0.6, 0.7 FOV. So they're not all that strong. These guys are standing still, but as soon as you get some movement into it, you can be fairly inaccurate. You kind of have to have decent aim for this config. But again, it's still going to be available to you guys on the Discord. Getting into op, it's kind of the same thing. There's no backtrack in this cheat, which is hard for some cheaters to get used to, as it is an external. So you do still have to be pretty accurate with an op, whereas if you're using backtrack, even a low amount in any internal cheat, backtrack does really help with things like flicks for the op. It just feels better. It feels like I actually do have to try still, which means being obvious is something that you're going to mentally be aware of, compared to using an internal that does aimbot a little bit differently and has backtrack for flicking on moving targets. Obviously, backtrack wouldn't help in the state that I'm at now because they're not moving. I don't really have to go over it too much. It's a legit cheat. It's basically the same as my High-Minded review. So what I figured we can do is talk about what makes this cheat better than High-Minded, other than the fact that it's private, so there's not as many users as High-Minded. But at the same time, something that I wish High-Minded would have done that Oxide absolutely hit out of the fucking ballpark. What you're now seeing on stream is the Oxide config editor, and this is a GUI editor. This is something that made configuring this cheat and also just setting up a config and using it 50 million times ahead of the competition. So really quickly, we're going to hit load config. It's going to show you the configs that I have set up. If you're wondering where your configs go, they go local disk 1477 or whatever your, I think this is my user ID number. I could be wrong. 1477 product CSGO configs. This is the default no cheat one. And then this is my Taboo beta config. I'm going to hit open. And now I have config aimbot visuals misc and key. What this is going to allow me to do is edit my config with an actual menu. For an external cheat, this is fucking top tier. So in config deagle, for example, we have 1.6 FOV head, FOV by distance, visible check, RCS off, trigger bot, RCS, trigger auto shoot, trigger auto stop. And yes, you can semi-rage with this cheat. I've seen it. It's insane. So moving into my rifles, for example, you can see my AK set to 1.6 FOV with a 10 smooth, which honestly, it sounds low, but it really isn't. We also have aim only while scoped, FOV by distance, which is something you definitely want, especially for sniping, deagging, etc. With deagles and ops, for example, the farther away you are from someone, the bigger your FOV is compared to the size of the person. So you could have your default circle FOV, but the player could be like this big, meaning you're going to hit almost every single time. It's not a good look for playing legit. So FOV by distance, top tier. We also have visibility check, FOV intelligent, aimbot bullet start and stop, RCS, RCS Y and X, and obviously wait for bullet. And down here, we do have trigger burst, trigger delay after shot, and trigger max velocity. This is going to be done per weapon, by the way. It's sadly not as easy to just copy paste, unless you do it in the text editor, which you can do. But altogether, it's really not bad if you take 15, 20 minutes, listen to some music, set up your config. It's really not all that hard. But going through it, you get options for every single weapon. As you can see, shotguns, SMG, snipers, rifles, pistols. I did think there was heavy here. Yeah, there is. You just have to extend it a little bit. So we have heavy here. In visuals, this is what I meant. There's so many visuals. I love it. So in ESP here, you can scroll down. We have ESP only while dead, ESP only when heard, ESP only when spotted, aiming at your direction, heard time spotted, ESP box thickness, head dot size, heard only distance. We have ESP box filled, enemy only, show name, show health, head, health color by HP, show weapon, head dot, aiming at you, show ammo, ammo color by value, has bomb, is scoped, is planting, is flashed, is diffused, has Kevlar, and has diffuser. And these are done really well, by the way. The ESP in this cheat is miles ahead of any other external I've used. Going into colors, you can change the color of everything here, and it's literally just a simple hex editor. So they go by HSV, or you can go HSL or RGB. You can obviously just copy the hex code. That's what I did. It's honestly the easiest when you're trying to get everything set up nicely. Over here in radar, we have radar enemy only, bomb carrier, diffuser, dot color by HP, the size, the dot size, and the offset. And if you go to positions here, you can change where the spectator list is, the radar, the bomb info, etc. In miscellaneous here, we have B-Hop, Auto Pistol, Zeusbot, Quick Reload, Position, Spam, Shoot at Teammates, Hit Sound, Bomb Info, No Scope Crosshair, Spectator List, Watermark, Streaming Mode, Last Tick Diffuse. Not really sure what this does, but I'm pretty sure the way it was explained to me, and I could be completely wrong here, Last Tick Diffuse is supposed to be like the perfect diffusal where it will literally get it at 0.00. I don't know if that's actually true, but that's what I was told. Either way, I don't really use it. I just have it enabled for some reason because I was trying to use it and I couldn't understand it. So for now, I'll just take that off. There's a second page on MISC that you can click here, and that's the rank scanner, which is pretty cool. And we have it set to print to console, but you could print to all chat, team chat, etc. So if I do print to console, it's probably the best. I'm going to keep it in this config like this, just so that I don't accidentally have somebody hit a hotkey and all of a sudden it's printing the chat and they didn't mean to do it, especially if you're typing back to your teammates. We have rank scanner, enemy only, and own rank, for example. So we could put own rank there just for this example. Go back here and go to keys. In key, you're going to find all of your keys for your binds. So aimbot, left mouse, triggerbot, alt key, perfect. B-hop, space. You can do pretty much everything here except for a few things. I didn't see like mouse. I do see mouse. Thank God. Mouse scroll. That's how I B-hop. Everybody that B-hops knows that it's superior to go up, down, up, down, up, down, or more importantly, just straight down. But yeah, so I'm going to change that. B-hop key is going to be mouse scroll. Rank scanner key is numpad 0. Thankfully, I do have one of these because I don't actually have a numpad on my keyboard. So I did build one of these recently, which is nice. So numpad 0 will do that. Last tick diffuse is going to be on X, and ESP key is C. Honestly, I am going to change this to, is there no end key? End key. There we go. And there we go. It's as simple as that. So for a really quick example, I'll show you how fast this actually works. We're going to go to visuals here and do filled, and then go over to colors and make sure that we are on CT filled. We'll make that like a dark pinky purplish. Pull that alpha all the way up to make sure that it is indeed filled in. Actually, we probably don't want to do all that much. Copy that. CT filled and T filled. Where is T filled at? Boom, boom. Done. And now we're going to go config, save taboo beta. Boom, done. Yes, I want to replace it. Go back into game, and we're going to hit whatever our keybind is for setting our new config. Mine is F5. You can change that in the config section. Boom, F5 immediately changed. I don't know if you saw that box fill go up. I'm actually going to leave that because I actually think that looks really nice. B-hopping is now also going to be with my scroll wheel, so that's nice and clean. Hell yeah. And then ESP is going to be my end key, so I hit that. ESP turns off. I hit it again, turns back on. Very nice. Now, when it comes to the rank scanner, there's not really much I can do, not in an online match. Like, I can hit the key that's supposed to do it all. So there you go. I hit it. But if I open up that, it just shows that it's loaded everything here. It doesn't actually show me any ranks, and I think it's because I have to be in an online game. But either way, that is Oxide, and oh my God, boys, do I just love the Oxide config editor. It made this cheat just so much cooler for me. And then also, on the other hand of things, I am a whore when it comes for good, clean visuals, and Oxide just, it hits it on the nose. This one hits every single box for me. It's so well done. It has like visibly minimal to no lag when you're actually playing. Sometimes you're spectating, it can be 50-50. But yeah, altogether, I have to say, I love it. It's very clean. It ticks all the boxes, and I'm actually so happy that it does, because it's hard to find a really good cheat these days, especially a decent priced one. And if I ever get Oxide invites to give away, you guys will be the first to know, and you guys will be the first to be invited. My name's Tabz. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit it with a like, and I'll see you on the next one. Later, bros. Peace.